real-time watercolor paints today. We made some prints of yesterday's flower, and that's supposed to help us with that. I guess we're working on this thing, which is a paint from photo, which is that photo. Also, was just so happy to say goodbye to this thing that was our most recent project. So anyway, I just so to warm up, it's good to try something where you can't really mess it up that easy, and so let's try again. I was looking for that yesterday. That's a new inexpensive watercolor block. Something to look forward to. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna start with just try to beat around the bush for the greens in the background there, and well, let's see. I'm gonna try this leaf up here, and we're gonna put it like right here. Just put some water there. Now we're gonna smear it around a little. Grab some of this paint here. Then let's see. That's this leaf. I'm gonna try to put a little bit more dark right here. Well, actually, no, this is this leaf. Let's see if we can't just add a couple more darks in there. That's an improvement. So I guess this is this leaf. Let's see if we can get those lines. Whoa, we're really going places here, aren't we? Back when I was doing time lapse, I could whip up a painting like this in 12 minutes. Now I do a live stream. It seems to be some laborious. Here's try and hit this leaf. You can see there's these dark lines here. 1, 2, 3. So trying to depict those. And let's see if we can get, by rinsing the brush, let's see if we can get this lower area that's lighter. So I'm just going to go here, and that is lighter, but not light enough. I'm going to pick up that water. Now it looks lighter. And I like to smear this around a little bit too. And if that really looks good, doesn't look especially good. Doesn't look bad. Here with a damp brush, I'm going to just try to make that a softer line. These two lines, they're definitely softer. Okay. Well, we're really going places here, right? very interesting comment, Mr. Feast67W. Wow, I got a thumbs up. Thanks so much, everybody. Big fat thumbs up. Okay. Gonna just keep trying to get slight variation in green so we don't have the same green everywhere. I guess like this area is supposed to be this. I'm gonna see about, let's see if, well, let's try right here, which I guess is, that is a weird area right there. Sorry, I got interrupted by a phone call. I wonder what happened during that time. Sometimes when you get a phone call, your recording gets interrupted. Anyway, we were trying to, we did this from life yesterday. If you look at the real live stream yesterday, it's this flower from life. I was trying to figure out what this area is. Can't really make any sense of that. And so these are the flowers. So anyway, go jump back in. Not to, skip a beat, but I think I want to, while this dries, let's do the seascape from photo, which we started yesterday. It looks horrible, but I'm going to try to, let's see, get ourselves a good blue here. Not to be too literal, but let's try and get a good blue. That's not a good blue. Here. And get just a hint of violet in there. All right, let's see. We'll try to. I'll put the dots here and give them a chance to like soak into the paper, and then I want to get some violet dots. I'll put the more violet dots up here. This we got some yellow on there by accident. I don't know what's happening with that. Okay. And now that it's sat there a little bit, I'm going to try smearing it and see what happens. It doesn't look that good. Well, it was a great idea, I guess. All right, so now let's see about pick up some of that stuff. Oh, that looks good. See if we can get rid of this. So we made dots, we smeared them, and then we tried to pick some of the material up. And if you ask me, that looks great. Okay. Let's try the violet. See if we can like pick up some of this. I say it's looking watery. Well, how about that? Humble beginnings. I'm trying to soften some of those edges. like this. I don't think a hard edge right there is really great. That's okay. This, and then I do notice if I get water on these this photo book that the photo goes bye-bye very quickly. So I'll try to wipe that water off. All right, I think we got ourselves something pretty good there. I'm gonna grab more of this the violet kind of paint and see if we can go back here and reinforce this thing that might look like the foam of that wave getting close. Put a few in here. And then here, I don't know if we really want to put in this stuff there. A book I got for Christmas saying how to paint from photographs. They stress that you don't really want to get in there and do an analytical uh, representation of every detail. They're getting a little violet again just to come up here. I want to get this to be very fuzzy. And just put some. I don't look bad in this. I don't really not liking it so much anymore. Oh well, it's there forever, I think. All right, that looks pretty good, surprisingly. And wow, 2 thumbs up. Thanks so much. All right, back here, I want to lean into the violet more. I don't know where the heck the violet came from. It's a weird color to be having in there, but and it's a warm color too, so it's surprising if we can get that to look like it's in the distance. That looks absolutely not too bad. Oh, it's amazing. I'm going to try to soften the edge, this thing right here. You see that hard line right there? Try and get rid of that hard line. There you go. Might be mistaken for a wave if we get a highlight good enough out there. And then here, there's actually some of those rocks. I don't know if we can handle that or not. I'd go boldly and try to do that rock that's right there. Now get a right here is kind of an intense dark. See if we can get that in there. And this is and I'll try to remove a little bit right here. Oh, that looks pretty good. All right, and now this we gotta like get something happening there. There's a little fade right there. And now with a damp brush, I'm gonna try to just smooth this, make that a little bit less intense. There we go. And this, I don't know, leave it there or not. I'm not sure. I'm gonna still want to have a little bit more intense right here. All right. a shadow here. It'd be good if we could capture that, but that's something to look forward to. Plus, this whole thing down here, this is it's like not the right color. I don't know if it's good to have that color in there. I'm gonna see if any of that will say goodbye. Not really saying goodbye. This green here, I think. So weird thing about a photo like that. What the heck is actually happening there? And how could that be green anyway? I guess rocks with seaweed covered it. It dried up. Well, okay. Is green, who are we to argue? Put some green on here. And I never really liked this blue that's sitting here. And that is this area here. Why don't we just see if we can help this blue to become a more subtle nuance by rubbing it with some water. And it's either leave it like that, or I like blot up that better. Okay. Now it's lighter. Hey, that's really coming into focus some magical way. All right, well, I gotta take a break, everybody. Thanks so much for joining as we continue on what started as Paint from Life yesterday, which are these flowers. That's how far we got, and then we're working on this photograph, and that's what we got so far. There's a lot to like in that photograph. I mean, that painting with a photo reference. Okay, art fun. See you next time.